Ahoy! We're the Boomershines, a family of 4 who've moved aboard a 56-foot motor yacht to do the Great American Loop and beyond. Meet Captain Mark. I'm Admiral Cinda. This is First Mate Belle and Bosun Rex. And we can't forget the ship kitties, Angie and JoJo. Welcome aboard as we share our travels and triumphs, trials and tribulations, tips and tricks for life aboard Seashine.
Hello friends, welcome back. The crew of Seashine thought you might find this episode insightful. It's a bit of footage from Captain Mark and Admiral Cinda sitting in the pilot house of Seashine while on anchor waiting out the wind. Let's watch as they reflect on lessons learned and memories made during their first week's adventure on the Great American Loop.
So, we have survived, thrived, completed. I don't know what the best word is.
Survive.
Survive.
Survival is a better term.
Our first full week on the loop.
Yep.
And what are your takeaways? What are your deep thoughts?
First thought is it's all encompassing. It'll get easier, just like anything. The first time you do it takes longer. But we're getting better at docking, hooking up, unhooking, just learning how the boat operates. Yep. And how the loop operates.
Yeah, a lot of it is boat-specific learning curves.
Yeah, you can generally know how to hook up power on a boat, but once you get on that boat, like where's that button? So that's
what we're figuring out. And like fender placements for me handling the lines. I can't get to a fender midship, so I've got to figure out just random logistics.
Power hookups, we're midship on the power on both sides, but do we have how much? Somebody asked how much cable do you have? I know I have one that we've been using, but I got like 4 more up there. But I got different sizes, so it's the big shakedown.
Yeah, it is the big shakedown. So, I have a couple takeaways. First of all,
if we sound tired, it's a big. We're not our usual.
We spent the night on anchor. Our first night on anchor at Cumberland, absolutely gorgeous, but also windier than I would be comfortable with. And we really wanted
for our first anchor.
For our first anchor, the anchor held like a boss, but of course I watched it all night long. We have an acquaintance via Instagram who actually has a house on Cumberland and was going to meet us and let us borrow her truck, which would have been incredible.
I was so excited to get the tender in and go
how
explore.
Cool is that? I don't think there's a cooler offering than use of a private car on Cumberland. But it was just too windy to put the tender down, and we're still learning, and we wanted to watch this Seashine on anchor. And so we just did what we could do to stay safe, and hopefully we can come back a year from now.
We weren't going to pull in for the first anchor and go out in the tender an hour later.
Yeah, no. So hopefully the invitation will hold true for next year, and we can come back at the very tail end of everything. And I would love to spend a week here, just exploring Cumberland. And how else do you get to do that? What a really cool opportunity. I know.
The wind blow through the marsh. It's just, there was a white heron. But our point of reference all night was this crab pot, and we haven't moved. We did a good job setting the anchor.
Yay for us!
Flip side of that, we got to get the anchor off because we've operated boat winches before and weigh an anchor, but this one is a different setup. So
yeah, and I think someone said that boating, you got the highest of highs and the lowest of lows, and I'll say our first day of the loop was like one of those top 1% days in your life. It was perfect weather, everything ran. Oh, the dolphins! I don't know if they just felt our energy and our excitement, but they were following us all day, flipping, spiraling, looking at us, going, "Hey!" I was talking to them. That didn't happen any other day, so it was like the most perfect, beautiful first day to the loop. And then it's just we're pushing a hard schedule and a lot of back-to-back travel days and long days just so we can get north and join the crew, and that's a little exhausting too because we're going to bed late, we're waking up early,
Well, that's when you get in trouble is trying to hold a schedule. So we're trying to not.
Nope, we stayed an extra day in Fernandina because it was so windy. Thank goodness we stayed. And the wind is still not great, but it's not like it was 2 days ago. So we're motoring north and we're going to keep pushing, but this week we're going to have some visitors on the boat, which will be great. And we're going to go we're going to cover less distance this week and have a little more downtime, which will be good. The other thing that keeps resonating to me that someone said is that every sound is sacred on a boat. And so every little sound we are paying attention to, figuring out, but like your senses are on, like all your sensors are constantly on, which I think.
I'm a light sleeper anyway, but man, talk about light sleeping. Like a bilge came on this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
Why?
Because bilges come on.
Okay.
It's a boat.
But we're not sinking.
No. It wasn't on for long. It was just pumping out some.
Well, and the kids are doing great. I think yesterday was hard because we couldn't get off the boat and everybody was antsy and we
were excited about exploring, so we had to explore Cumberland on the TV, which was really magical. We were sitting at sunset learning about Cumberland, but it was like
it's right there.
That's what we're looking at.
Yeah, the kids are doing great. The cats are doing great. You are like doing great as our captain.
Thank you. You're doing great as the admiral.
I'm trying. But it takes both of us trying to navigate, and we've got some skinny waters up ahead, heading north of here.
Yep.
That we gotta navigate through. So
Let's weigh anchor.
Let's weigh anchor and start week 2 of the Great American Loop.
Well, hopefully that was an insightful episode. Stay tuned for the next episode as Admiral Cinder takes it day by day after nearly quitting the loop. The crew travels from St. Simon's Island, Georgia, to beautiful and historic Savannah, Georgia, to meet up with Cinder's parents. Until then, keep the comments coming and remember, shine on!